Hello sneaky viewers! This week's featured food on the Sneaky Weekly Food Review is a nut that I hold very dear to my heart. No, I'm not talking about you. It's my husband, the cameraman. I'm talking about Brazil nuts. Brazil nut trees grow in the rainforests of Peru, Bolivia, and Brazil. These are massive trees. They grow up to 150 feet tall and live for up to 700 years. These trees are protected in Brazil, and it's actually illegal to cut one down. So as a result, these trees are now growing outside of production areas, and they can cause some pretty serious safety hazards. If you imagine the fruit of the Brazil nut tree weighs about 2.5 kilos, it is hard and dense, and when it falls from a height of 50 meters, it can create some serious damage, and it actually has to both vehicles and pedestrians alike. Brazil nuts can be enjoyed in so many different ways. They make a really easy, quick to go and delicious snack. They can also be ground and used just like flaxseed on cereals or salads, added on top of soups and stews. And they're also a really good ingredient to add to desserts. They're commonly used in things like fruitcake, but they can also be added to puddings and cookies and cakes. So yeah, try more Brazil nuts. Next time you're looking at grinding almonds or walnuts, give Brazil nuts a try. When it comes to nutrition, eating more Brazil nuts is probably a really good idea, and here's why. Brazil nuts are our richest dietary source of the mineral selenium. Selenium is essential for the production of thyroid hormones and for maintaining healthy thyroid function. Eating 1 to 2 Brazil nuts a day will assure you're getting enough of this very important trace mineral. In addition to this, Brazil nuts are also an excellent source of monounsaturated fats. These are the fats found in olive oil and avocado oil, and they're known to help reduce our risk of coronary artery disease and strokes. Brazil nuts are also an excellent dietary source of B-complex vitamins. Thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, pantothenic acid, and folates all work together to help ease stress and increase energy levels. Another beneficial nutrient found in Brazil nuts is vitamin E. This is a fat-soluble antioxidant that is amazing for healthy skin. Welcome to the Sneaky Kitchen. Today, because I'm feeling like making something sweet and tasty, we're going to be making Nutty Chocolate Truffles out of our Brazil nuts. Now you can use a lot of different combinations of nuts. You can use pecans and macadamia nuts, but we're going to be using a combination of Brazil nuts and walnuts. This is a great way to get more of these amazing nuts into your diet. So to make 40 1-inch truffles, you're going to need 1 cup of Brazil nuts, 1 cup of walnuts, 1 cup of fresh dates. Medjool type dates work really well. A 1/2 cup of natural cocoa powder as opposed to Dutch processed to get the most antioxidants in our cocoa powder. We're also going to need 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/2 cup of water, and about 1/2 to 1 cup of unsweetened shredded coconut for rolling our truffles in. Okay, so let's start making our truffles. The first thing we're going to want to do is start blending our Brazil nuts. So we're going to put those into our food processor and just pulse that a few times to get them slightly ground. And we're going to continue pulsing this until these are finely ground. Okay, that's just about the texture that we're looking for. It's nicely ground. Now we're going to be adding our soft, fresh dates. And again, pulse this until this makes sort of a uniform paste. Now to this, we're going to add our cocoa powder, our vanilla extract, our sea salt, and our 1/2 cup of water. Now we're going to process this until it forms a uniform paste. Now I'm going to check it right about now and scrape down the sides of the bowl. Yeah, I'd say that's just about right. So So now we're just going to scrape our smooth chocolate truffle mixture into a bowl. And this is going to need to stay in the refrigerator for between 20 minutes and a half an hour so that it firms up a little bit and it'll be much easier to roll into small balls. All right, so let's just cover that with a bit of saran plastic wrap. And then that's ready for the cooler. Okay, so now our dough is nicely chilled, so we're ready to roll some truffles. So what I like to do is grease my hands up a little bit with some coconut oil first, and this really helps prevent the mass from sticking to my fingers when I'm doing this. So what we're gonna do is grease up our hands, pinch off about a 1-inch piece of paste, and then roll it in our hands, dip it into the coconut, toss it around a little bit, and then just continue doing all of the paste until it's used up. And that should make about 40 of these truffles. And there you have it, super simple nutty chocolate truffles, an easy and delicious treat or dessert anytime. Through my business, Chew to Live, my goal is to help people learn that eating better can be simple and delicious. If there's anyone you know that could benefit from these videos, please share them on your Facebook page. I would greatly appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you next week on the Sneaky Weekly I look forward to seeing you again next week on the weekly Sneaky Food Review.